Ba-dum, ba-da-dum, dum, ba-dum, ba-da-dum. Bum, 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 ba-ba-dum, ba-da-dum. Ba-ba-da-dum, bum, ba-da-da-dum. Ba-da-da-dum, bum, ba-da-da-dum. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. This is just setup. I may or may not leave this in. I honestly don't even know, because this should show you about how long it takes to set up. The longest part was centering this properly for the top cam, because you got to make sure that this can see all that. Past that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I hope we get that old guy from last time, because that would be useful. Past that, let's go ahead and fill in this row over here. So we need 10 cards in the bottom left pile over there. I think at this point it's pretty clear I am going to try to leave this in. Whether or not I do or don't. Oh no, there's the old man! The old man! We can buy the old man the first turn! That's close enough. Would have been better if it had been our pile, but I'll take what I can get over here. We got our Hudson Canals. So the way this works over here is we're just going to shuffle these up here. So he's going to take these. And by the way, there's one barbarian here. We got our cards over there. We're going to put these out over here. Who knows which combinations of things. Let's give it another shuffle. I find sometimes things can shuffle in ways that are like almost pattern based. So you kind of have the same patterns of stuff. Now over here, we're going to have to separate these out by we see the numbers over here. So this is going to be our food card that's going to be in play. And then we have our 5 to 6s over here. Our 3 to 4s over here. So we have 2 3 to 4s. Those are going to be smack dab in the middle. We have the 1 to 2s. We got 3 of them to go for. So we're just going to see which ones come out. I believe last time there were 4, which means we've used one, which means we have 42. And this one's going to kill a person, which I don't love because we need our people. You know how much we need our people. We also should have an extra setup card. That's going to be this over here, which goes over here, I guess. Let's dump it over here. So we're going to put it over here. That's going to give us a place where we can tuck things. I don't even know where this tucks. I don't know exactly where it tucks, but we're just going to leave it over here and tuck it down there. We're going to put that over there, that over there. And now it means we're mostly done on our setup and tear down. We need our story deck, and then we need some resources, and then we could like set up and pretend to start the video. I'll do that thing where I like pretend to start the video for 2 reasons. One, I think it's funny, and 2 is it gives me the flexibility to actually decide not to leave any of this in for any reason whatsoever. What reason would that be? I have no idea, but just in case we'll have that opportunity in front of us. So we have our resource piles over here, which this card's kind of in the way, but it's okay, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. And this, by the way, this little tray over here is nice, but trying to pull things out in a way that you can actually get them sometimes is not the easiest. And it's really just like my little tokens. The small containers are the ones that get you. They don't want to come out nicely. But hey, that one we actually got nicely. Okay, where do we want to put these? You know what, let's put these over here. We're going to put all our wood components on this side, all our non-wood components on that side, all our buildings on the board. So the buildings do have to go on the board, but you need to be mindful of that over here. So let's go ahead and place these down, like so. I really want to win. I really want to win this game. And I also like the big part, like one of the things I debated doing last night at 2:50 in the morning, 2:30 in the morning, one of the things I debated looking up strategy guides. But I didn't want to. I guess I feel that, like, for me, part of the challenge, and the part where I'm torn is, like, maybe I'm playing things wrong. I don't even know yet. But I kind of want to figure out how to do it myself. Although there's that balance where, am I really figuring it out if the game just gives me extra stuff every time I lose? Now, I don't mind. I like the journey. I don't mind the journey of balance in games. I think that's fun. I've always enjoyed Pandemic Legacy when you have that whole, like, if you win, you know, the better you're doing, the more things come back and all that stuff. Either way. Point is, I debated looking up strategy guides. Decided not to. I may or may not regret my choice. We'll deal with that problem later. We got our rulebook off to the side so I can handy like reference things. For the record, this part I should have looked up. I still don't know what this symbol is over here. This just says your exhausted pile. I had a card that showed it. Your exhausted pile what? Draw a card from your exhausted pile? Play a card in your exhausted pile? I still don't know what it is, and I'm just going to move forward, and if I deal with it again, we'll deal with it again. Anyways, let's go ahead and start ourselves off over here. We got our storybook. We have everything prepped. I think we're good to go. Hey, I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co. and today I'm playing through the Legacy of You for the second time. If you've missed my first playthrough, make sure to check out the link down below. I had a first playthrough. We're not going to talk about what happened over there. You can either just jump, I guess I should talk about what happened, because if you don't know, yes, let's talk about what happened. I lost the first playthrough. You could go watch that now and see what's going on there. I guess I should have given a longer pause. I should have said, if you missed it, go watch it, and now I'm about to spoil what happened if you don't. Too late now. I lost the first game. You can check that out if you want, but the game does give you this balancing factor to it. Right now I'll have an extra place where I can slot a townsperson, give me recurring revenue, which is going to help, hopefully. Am I confident I'm going to win now? Absolutely not. No, I have no idea if I'm going to win now or not. I can't tell. I think I'm still going to lose, but at least if I lose, I'll get another compensating factor in my favor. And if I win, the game will punish me for my success. This is just like real life if you think about it. But let's go ahead and dive into it. Starting off with an income turn in the game. We're going to take an income turn where we're going to draw 4 cards. Now, I'm not going to be going that much into what's happening. Expect this playthrough to move a bit faster because hopefully by now you understand the sequence of things. If you didn't, I guess read the rules maybe, or watch the first 10 minutes of the last playthrough, because I'm going to kind of just take income. Basically every single round we're going to take income. We're going to take our little white guy over here, our little cowrie, and our provisions. That is our initial income in the game. Then we want to decide what we want to do over here. I want to slot resources fast, because if I can slot resources fast, I can start getting things. If I slot this provisions guy over here, I'll start getting provisions early on in the game. And then if I slot this guy over here, I'm going to start getting resources early on in the game. Resources and calories. So we're going to get all those things, which seems like a good way to start the game. Let's cover that guy, draw more. I'm kind of annoyed how he's covered up. I don't love the fact that he's not fully covered up, but we'll deal with it. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and take that. Then we have these people here, which I can discard. Right now we have a single barbarian we're facing off against, but she is not someone who I actually can take out just yet. So to that end, I want my resources. So we're going to go ahead and discard you to get yourself some brick over here. And then we could discard you to get a, I guess we should discard you. Yeah, let's go ahead and discard you to get a black person over here. And I've done absolutely nothing this first round. Haven't built anything up, haven't gotten much. I hope I get wood next round because I'm going to need the wood to actually be able to like build stuff. Anyways, let's go ahead and move forward. So we're going to go ahead and continue buying stuff. So we're going to buy this guy over here. And then we're going to buy this guy over here using our 1 provisions. So we are putting people into our board. And then we're going to move on to the next round. That was it. That's everything that's happening. We're actually going to have to be attacked over here. So this person's going to attack us now. We're going to discard a card because we don't have anything to defend against. That's a 2 provisions card. I love those so much. I'm sad that it's gone. We're going to slide these down over here. And then we're going to go ahead and bring the next card out. It's a very quick first round. This game can move quickly if you, well, know what you're doing. Which, know what you're doing is probably a stretch. I don't know what I'm doing so much as I just know, like, kind of the vague sequence of things that I need to do to survive. We're going to go to the next round. We're going to, again, draw 4 cards. Now, this round I have to build that canal, or we're already going to lose. So, we're going to have to start building that first canal, because once we shuffle the deck, that's going to advance. So, let's see what we got. Now, we do have more income this round. This is the first round. We're starting off stronger than the last round. Everything until now is just the exact same. We draw 4 cards. We get our 1 person, we get our 1 cowrie and our 1 provisions. But we're going to augment that with our other cowrie and provisions over here. And then finally with our cowrie and whatever over there. Cowrie over here. Perfect. Okay. Now we got loads of people, which is great, but we don't actually have any of the stuff we need to build a building or to take down that guy over there. We have 2 guys to take down now as well, which makes it even more challenging, but it is what it is. We're just going to charge forward and make the best of it. I think we're going to lose. Anyways, from there, and we have no wood, which is what they want to not have things die. Let's go ahead and start this off. Oh, we can get wood. We can get wood. We can do this over here. So we're going to start this off over here. We're going to pay our 2 guys over here and our 2 cowries. And we're going to build that first canal section, which means the boat comes off. We're going to get the rock over here and the wood, the brick and the wood, which does mean we could already build one of these, which I do like that. I do like that a lot. And then we're going to go ahead and read section 42, and this is going to almost certainly go into the past events. So far, they've all gone there. But, because otherwise you'd read 42 twice, right? Another canal completed, another band of rebels seen scouting along the camps along the river. The flood... Sorry, just give me a second. Another canal completed, another band of rebels seen scouting the camps along the river. The floodwaters flow away from the central lands and into streams and rivers, creating safe land to farm and settle. It is my hope these men and women will see the restoration of this land and come to help complete this righteous work. In later seasons, we'll need to create more canals to take the flood all the way to the sea, where it can find the rest. But for today, we'll celebrate the work of our hands. File the constructed canal in the box under history, find card 46, and place it and face down on top of the barbarian draw pile. Okay, so we have a tougher barbarian to deal with, apparently. Let's go ahead and find card 46. 46 over here. We're going to have a barbarian that's going to go on top of the barbarian draw pile. Lovely, lovely, lovely. That's exactly what I wanted. Now, the plus side is we do have more options here. We can now build more buildings. Do I have the people to build more buildings? I can if I start to discard these over here, which I do want to do. Now, this will give me an extra card draw every turn, which I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I'm conflicted on that. Extra card draw could be good, but I'd almost rather just have an extra person. We already have some people here. Extra yellow person would probably be good because I like that flexibility. So we're going to start doing that. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this over here, and we are going to, we'll put this off the side. We're going to discard this person to be able to draw a white dude over here. We're going to use the white dude, the 3 bricks, and the this to be able to build this building over here. So we're going to build this building, putting it down onto, let's put it onto the provisions. Okay, so we got our provisions over there. We're going to discard these back to their respective piles. And then we are going to go ahead and we now have to uncover this card, which has +1 from the top of the draw pile into our hand. I love that. I love that. Okay, that's going to go into our next piles over there. So we got that. It means we both recruited somebody and got from the top of the draw pile. Speaking of which, we'll recruit that person. And I think we'll go with probably 2. Do we have enough to take people down? We don't know yet. So we have this spot unlocked. We're also going to go ahead and unlock a ongoing benefit of having another person in play. So again, our income's moving up faster. We do want to be mindful of getting this too quickly because that's going to start introducing another barbarian. So I kind of think we want to get another building in play before we go that far down the rabbit hole, which means we need more resources, which we don't have, but we do have a blue, a red, and a red. So we can take all those people over here, which probably means we can take someone down over here. Nope, it does not mean we can take someone down. We have a blue. No, we cannot take anyone down. So these all go to our discard pile, which means we still are going to deal with the damage of those people, at least for right now. But what we can do, I don't know what we can do. I don't think we can do enough not to build buildings, at least. Let's see. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is going to buy 2 more people, spending 2 provisions, buying these 2. Toss them into our deck, which means we're going to have the floodwaters advancing, well, now. So what's going to happen is, in the round, we're going to have 2 people killed, so we're going to kill this one off the top of the deck, and then we're going to shuffle and advance. That's what's going to happen there, and we have to kill another one off the top of that deck. If that old man dies, do not die, old man. I need you. I need you. Anyways, also, end of round, should I have... I guess I should have. No, I don't know if it matters. No, we do. We need more yellow, maybe. I don't know. Let's go ahead and do it. We're going to take this black dude over here. We're going to go there and trade it in for a yellow. Just the end of round kind of situation before we do that. So, we're going to go ahead and reveal a card, and we did not kill the old man. We are safe there. We're going to put this down here, and then we are going to set up for the end of round. These are going to slide down. And then we're going to put out 1 more person, which means we just need to slide that down 1. And then, did I do it right? No, we are. This should be over here. Okay, and then we're going to put these out over here. We got 2 more cards. The barbarians are slowly advancing. They're taking us down, and we're going to take income. We're going to start with 4 cards. We got this over here, this, and then this. Okay, things are looking good. Things are looking good. We are all fine and dandy. We are then going to take our extra income, which means a person, a cowrie, and a provisions. And then we're going to go ahead and take a cowrie and a provisions, another person, and then a rock, a stone, a brick, and a cowrie. Okay, things are looking good over there. What are we going to do next? We need more provisions cards. Well, the good news is we have some. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and buy, well, 1 card over here, because we're going to buy this card into our discard, as well as this card. That gives me the double provisions person, which I do like having. Past that, we do want to get another building into play, which I think means... I do like getting this one into play offhand. I like that extra flexibility. We are going to need a wood to do so, and we don't have a wood. None of my cards, none of my starting cards gave me the resources I'd actually want, which is annoying. So I'm going to just spend the 3 cowries to get a wood, unless any of these bandits have wood in them. Well, this one might have wood when I take her out. So let's go ahead and do that. Why did I think I was getting a blue person? I meant to trade in for a blue. I'm sorry. Last round when I traded in for a yellow, I meant to trade in for a blue. That's what I wanted there. The reason I want to do that is because then I want to trade these in to be able to take down that bandit with a provisions cost of 2. And then we're going to go ahead and get a cowrie as well as drawing a card. Please be wood. Give me wood. No wood. No wood at all. Okay, so we have 5 cards in play. This bandit's gone. At least we're making progress in killing the bandits. So at least. We have no provisions. Not a lot of stuff. Still doing the best we can over here. Could I take on the next bandit if I wanted to? I don't believe I could. I do not believe I could, at least not this round. Although I could take her out. Oh, I have to take her out. Oh my gosh, she is... Okay, she requires 3 of anyone. So we're going to do that. We're going to go ahead and pay in these over here to get 2 provisions. Nope, 3. Well, 2, because we're going to do the following. These 2 is going to give us 2 provisions. Plus, this is going to have provisions and a cowrie. So we're going to get a provisions, and a provisions, and a cowrie Although we are going to trade those 3 provisions in right back in a minute. I say in a minute because I do want to see what we're getting here. We're going to trade this in for a brick. I do want resources. We're going to trade these 3 in for the respective people, which means a white, a yellow, and a black. Okay, so now there's good news, bad news kind of situation here. We're going to trade all these in. These are going to go into the discard pile, and then we're going to go ahead and take out that person. So we're going to pay 3 provisions, because otherwise they have to otherwise they're brutal. We're going to pay 3 provisions as well as 3 people of our choice. I do want that red and yellow for next round. And I do want that, so we're going to trade in these 3 and these 3. Okay, that's going to be our little murder killing over there. Now the nice part is when we do kill her, she's in play forever now, by the way. We've unlocked her forever. We've made the game a little harder. I don't know why I'm facing the top cam while I do that. We're going to put her away over here. She's in play. She doesn't go away. But we do draw a card off the top into our hand, and we get a provisions and a cowrie and a +1 draw if I want to slot it, but I don't think I'm doing that right now. I think what I'm doing instead is I really want to unlock that wild person building there. I think that really helps me. So I'm going to choose this, plus 3 cowries for the wood, and then a brick, and we now have what we need to build that. Okay, so we're going to unlock this building, dropping it over here, and getting a cowrie and unlocking more income benefits. I think that's a good round overall. I'm comfortable with that. Do we want to do any trade-ins? No, we like those colors. I think we are overall good. We are going to take a hit. It is what it is. I could trade in provisions. You know what? I'm going to trade the provisions in to take this person here. That gives us 1 more person. End of round happens. They're going to hit our deck, which means this is going to be gone. And then we're going to slide this down. We are sliding 1 down only. In fact, we're already exactly where we need to be. And then, ooh, a 22. I remember that person. We didn't kill him last time. Maybe we'll kill him this time. Okay. So we're slotting new cards out, new cards in play. That guy wants a provision every round to keep him sated, which means I'll probably just hold off on dealing with him for a bit. I want to deal with the other person first because we're light on resources. We're going to go ahead and draw 4 cards. I'm realizing I was a little too close to the... I made a drastic mistake here. I only have 4 cards left. I should have been paying attention to my deck, because if I had 1 less card right now, the canal would advance and I'd lose, which would be bad. Although I could discard this card to stop that, but I don't want that to happen. So the most important thing to do right now is to build that canal as soon as possible. So let's go ahead and grab our resources. That's where the extra card draw on some of these people, by the way. This scares me a bit because it also goes through your deck faster. I'm going to go ahead and draw 2 of these. No, I don't know why I did that. I'm going to draw 1 white person, 1 cowrie, and 1 provisions. That's what we're going to get. I always try to do this in order because of that reason. We're going to draw a cowrie and a provisions. We're going to draw a yellow person. We're going to draw a brick and a cowrie. And then we have a wild person of any color, which I think we already are sated on this. But I think we need a white one because of this, right? We need a white one because of that. Yeah, we're going to draw a white one because of that. Okay. Then that's going to give us the flexibility we need offhand, which means it's time to go ahead and do the bad things. Or the good things. Still the good things. And we have our old man, which is going to give us wood. We want our wood. We want our wood. Okay? There we go. We now have wood in play. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Because here's what we're going to try to do. We're going to try to build things on the same turn as if we can. So what we're going to do offhand is we're going to go ahead and build the canal first. Okay? Because we're going to have to do that. So we're going to build the canal, taking the canal out of play, paying the cowries in, gaining a wood and a thing, which means we're finally loaded up in resources, but also killing a person, unfortunately. So we're going to have to kill a person from the top of the deck, which is immediately going to trigger a shuffle, which means I'm actually going to hold off on that. I'm going to hold off on that for a second, because I want to get these into the discard pile first. So let's put those 2 people back here to indicate that we're going to do it soon. Now the tricky part is we have to make sure that we don't kill anyone in any way accidentally until we're ready to do that. But I could literally just take these resources, which I think I'm fine with. Let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, and 3. Which is a whole lot of people. We got a lot of people cards. And then now we're going to resolve that card, which means now, nope, we're going to buy a card over here. And then we're going to spend a resource. Or do I want to spend 2 resources? Will I get provisions is the question. You know what, let's go ahead and do it. We're going to spend 2 resources to buy 2 more cards. That's going to give us a lot of flexibility first, and then we're going to trigger that card, and then now it's going to shuffle this. Basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to load up my deck as much as possible so I can get a few more cycles out of it, even though I'm pushing my resources a little closer than I'd like, but at least I'm building a nice, stronger deck that can go through like 2 or 3 cycles before the next flood advancement. So, now we're going to do that. The flood is going to, this card goes away. The flood immediately advances as soon as that happens, and then we're going to discard the first card, which is not our old man. We're always worried about the old man over here. So, we got that done there, and now it's time to resolve. We're still in the middle of our turn, actually. We're still in the middle of the turn. We have a lot of things we can still do here. Whew. Okay, So, if we want to build something, we can build something. We can build something. In fact, I could build another one of... Ooh, I want a card draw. Ah, that's unfortunate. So I think what we'll do... I think we'll start getting more white people, maybe? We have a lot of people right now. But I'm okay with that. I like that. I like the groupings of people. We could take out that person if we were to get 3 provisions. We don't have 3 provisions, so we can't take out that person. Which means there's a few things we can try to do here. The speed at which this stuff destroys, like look at this, 2 people, 2 people, 3 people, 2 people, and it's coming from that deck. Damage destroy, place the top card of your ready pile to the Townsfolk discard pile. That's brutal. It is brutal as you go through that. So I think what we want to do here is we want to build another building, because of course we do, right? That just seems reasonable. But what building should we build? If we build that one, then we don't have another Townsfolk yet. I kind of want another Townsfolk. I want to get another, like, placement thing. Whatever, let's just do this. Okay, so we're going to trade in this person. Let's keep the yellows. We want the yellows. We don't need the reds quite as much. We're going to place a red here to get a white, and we're going to use that white plus this and this to be able to build this building, which will give us 1 back, and I think we'll take a black, because at this point we do need a black for the next guy behind it. So we're going to pay those in over here. That's going to be our resources. We've built a building. We got our stuff. And then the next thing to do is we could place a person down to get provisions, but I'd rather have the people. People are generally harder to come by. Not always, though. I could go ahead and trade in these 2 for provisions, which I think I'll do. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I want to hold on to provisions so we can sate this guy from attacking us there. Which means we're going to call it a wrap in the round. We have all these extra resources, but that's fine. We're going to go ahead and deny the attacks by paying in this and this. So we're denying their 2 attacks. And then from there, we're going to resolve end round, which means we're going to slide these down. And this time we're revealing 2 bandits, unfortunately. So we are going to have to go ahead and start dealing with the fact that the bandits are accelerating, which is what happens in this game. You think you have the control of things, and then before you know it, you don't, and the bandits are accelerating, and you're losing the game. At least that's what's typically happening in the game. I still haven't figured out the efficient way to play. I'm just playing. Then we're going to go ahead and get ourselves an income turn, which means we're going to resolve. The boat goes back here, by the way. I've not been good at that, but it does go back there. We have 4 cards here, and I think this round, how quickly can we build this and put that into play? That's going to be a question we have to deal with, but let's see what we can do. So we got these 4 into play. We're good there. We need to draw our rest of our income. We're going to get a white person, 2 white people over here. We're going to take a cowrie and that over here. I think we're going to go ahead and grab, do you want to grab a blue person or a black person? Let's grab a blue person, I think. You know, let's come back to it in a second. Let's do the rest in order. So we're going to grab a cowrie and a that over here. And then we're going to grab a yellow person over here. And then a brick and a cowrie over here. So we have a bunch of resources, a bunch of peoples. And then we need to make sure to take another person. And the question is whether we focus on the guy directly in front of us or the guy behind him. I kind of want to focus on the guy behind him. Maybe we can get down 3 this turn. I don't know. I'm just here trying my best here, okay? Although I do want to also build that next canal section so we can start building more buildings. This guy should clear, by the way. So if I could build the next canal section, that would take... I'd have to require a whole bunch of peoples. Do we have more peoples we can spend? Not really. You know what? Let's go ahead and discard... We need to take a person. Let's take a blue. Let's take a blue and see what happens. Okay, we're going to go ahead and... Oh, that's right, because we have blacks here, of course. So we're going to discard this for 2 provisions. That'll give us some flexibility. We'll immediately spend 2 yellows and a red and 2 provisions to be able to take down this person. And we got that person out of our way. And we're going to get 3 cowries as well as a reward, which is great. Lovely. I love that. Okay, we're going to go ahead. And I'm pretty sure, you know, this is one of those things where I told you if I'm doing something wrong, let me know. But I'm also playing this before possible. So if I attack a barbarian... Yeah, it doesn't seem like you close the gaps until later. It does not seem like you close the gaps. And that's like, that would have been something like, maybe if the gaps close, so if the barbarians advance further, then I can keep spending 2 provisions. But I don't think you do, so we're just going to have to deal with that. Which means I'm going to now try taking down this barbarian over here, this one here. Okay, we're going to pay 2 provisions plus the 2 cowries we need to buy another provision. See, again, this means trade a card from your exhausted pile for 2... What is it? I can't tell what this means. Does this mean exhaust a card for 2 cowries? Or does it mean take a card from your exhausted pile and put it somewhere else? Because again, that symbol just says your exhausted pile. It doesn't say what you do to your exhausted pile. It just says your exhausted pile. So I don't love that symbol, and I'm a little confused by it. I probably should have looked that up before this gameplay. It is what it is. We are going to kill this guy and take 3 cowries. So we've killed 2 people, And again, as long as we can kill 2 people, we'll keep in pace. If we can kill a third, we are staying ahead. And to that end, can we kill a third? We would need 2 blacks, which I can get from these 2 cards. So if I discard these 2 cards, we have 2 blacks. We have the yellow we need already, which means I believe we could kill a third as long as we pay in to buy provisions, which will pay these in for the provisions, as well as these for the actual people. And then now we can go ahead and kill this person who's going to have story text attached to him, specifically story text 22. Let's read story text 22 and see what happens. You see, the good news is there's usually... The cheers of victory were still ringing in our ears when a hush fell over the battlefield. The fight appeared to be over, but then something stirred in the dust and blood. A brute of a man who had fought to overcome our forces, blood streaming down his side, was rising. Staggering to his feet, his sword still in his hand, he turned back towards our men, lifted his head, and tightened the grip on his hilt, ready for more. File him under history. But then, and this is the part I love the most, find card 36 and place it in the same spot. Lovely. So 36 is going to go in the same spot. And that's 36, which means he is back to hit us, and he's going to require another black person, and another black person, and a yellow person, and is going to give us, again, nothing. Or you can just kill someone, and you can't stop him. So there is that. But we will need 2 more provisions to do that, so we're going to have a not fun turn over here, as we spend our 2 to get our 2 provisions. Again, using our trade and bonuses here. That's going to be our 2 provisions. We're going to pump a person into here to get a black person, and then trade the black and the yellow in order to be able to go ahead and kill this guy and read 32. So at least he's gone, which means he's probably going to our history again. Let's read 32. That's just, that reward that you get for killing people, didn't get it on that one. That was more of a costing you extra kind of reward. That cost you a lot extra. That cost me 2 extra people. The reward for killing him was another person. A shout of triumph, cheers of victory. The enemy was falling back, their champion finally falling to our own brave fighters. We thought he would never go down again, but this time he wasn't getting back up. We made sure of it. File him under history, gain a wood, a clay, and 2 cowries. So at least we get something this time around. Okay. So again, we are doing fine, sort of. We need to be mindful of that pile. I need to kill that over there. We've killed 3 people this round. That's all good. We're going to take this over here because we want to buy a person. And then I think we want to buy another person, so we're going to trade in 2 cowries over here and get another person. And I want more wood supply, so we're going to grab this person here. And I think that's the round. We're also going to get this person, who gives us another cowrie. Could give us... Interesting. We have to be mindful of this, by the way, as well, which eventually I should deal with. The question is, how fast should I deal with that? Should I deal with it faster or slower? That part I don't know. I could just deal with it now. No, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. I want to keep playing this game. Okay, so we've gotten that over there. We've done all the things there. Barbarian's going to attack. He's actually going to murder a thing because I didn't have an extra cowrie, so we're going to murder one of my peoples off the top of the deck there. And then we're going to close ranks and files. So we're going to have 2 more barbarians coming out. Again, we're staying a bit ahead of them, but that's also because we have an extra income because the game said, hey, you're not good enough. So we're going to go ahead and keep drawing more cards and see how much we can get over here as far as building out a pile. Anyways, that's what we got. And now we're going to go through the income phase. We're going to go ahead and draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We have lots of resources right now, which is excellent. We are going to draw 2 white people over here. We're going to draw a cowrie and a provisions over here. And then we're going to go ahead and take a cowrie and a provisions, as well as a yellow person, as well as a brick and a brick and a cowrie. Lots of bricks, lots and lots of bricks. And then lastly, we have a person of our color, which I guess means we want black. Oh my gosh, we have a hard time dealing with those over here. I guess I'll take a black because I think a black will at least be functional taking that person out. So we'll take a black over here. We need more people. But you know what else we need to do? We need to take down the canal. I need more whites. We can figure this out. We can figure this out. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to pay our 3 people over here and our 2 cowries in order to start taking down the canal and buy ourselves some more building spots. Now this is a fun one because we got another building here. We are going to both get a brick and a wood over here, which is lovely. But also we're going to kill 2 townspeople because I love doing that. So we're going to kill 2 townspeople and we killed the old man. We did it. We killed the old man. It was bound to happen sooner or later. I should really only do things that kill people after my old man is safe in the discard pile. But it is what it is. We're going to kill this. No effects on that. We do unlock this zone over here. I took the brick and the wood already. And this should be cleared from last round, by the way. And we have all these over here. So we have a few things we can do. We can go ahead and get ourselves a blue person over here, which is helpful. That's going to be lovely and useful. You'll see why in a second. Then we're going to trade in... I guess we'll trade in a yellow. Yeah, let's trade in a yellow over here to get a black. and then we're going to trade in these to kill this guy, along with 2 provisions. So again, we need to always stay ahead of the curve there. We are going to get a cowrie and a white person back, which is lovely, because that's going to let us build the next building we need. We may only kill 1 person this round, because I do want to build a building. I need more white people. That works. That works. Okay, cool. Cool. I need more everything, honestly. But just everything. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go ahead and pay the white person the 3 bricks and the wood and build another one of these, popping it down here, which is going to give us a provisions. So we have our provisions. We've done that. We have to pay the resources in. We pay that, and see what's on the back side of this. We have story point 2. So that's going to be fun over there. Story point 2. Even as we make room for more workers, the space is quickly filling. Just today I met a craftsman from Yangcheng. The clay she is sculpting is exquisite. I feel her skills are wasted in making rice bowls and jars, but the flood is a beast that respects no work and no one. Find card 11, place it face down on top of your ready pile. So good things happen to you too in this game. Okay, find card 11. I'm going to place it. This is going to be that next card we draw over here. We'll see what it is next turn. I'm going to put that to the side, and let's see what we get to do now. So now we have a new worker placement spot, but we also have a new spot to put people. I could put a... Do I want the card draw? I don't want the card draw. I don't. I'd rather just have the plain white person. Let's just have the plain white person. We're going to slot this in here, which is going to give us a plain white person every single round, which is flexible, especially if we start building these, which we're going to need to deal with that. We'll deal with things. We're going to go ahead and discard that person for a yellow. We're going to discard that for a provisions and a cowrie. And that's going to give us what we need over there. And so we're still not dealing with this at all, but we'll get to it eventually, he says confidently. Now, we don't have enough to deal with one of those. We do have tons of resources, which is nice, but resources are not everything. We'll recruit this guy for free, and then what do we need? We need a brick to keep them at bay, and we need a red person. I could... No, I can't do the red person, so fine, she'll kill someone. That's okay. I think I'm going to spend these 2 provisions to be able to get these 2 people. So we're just loading up on our cards there, which should help us to a degree. And I think that's it. I think we're good to go. A ton of extra stuff, but I don't need the rest of it, so... Can I get a red person? No, I don't think so. I can get an extra resource, but I don't need that. I'm actually good on resources for right now. I just need, I need 3 white people to do the next tile and start cycling in. Okay, you ready to go? Ready to go? We're going to go ahead and have the attack. We're going to discard a brick to negate their attack, and we're going to simply take a hit on that person over there. We'll try to get that townsperson back later. We'll slide this down over here. We'll slide these 2 to over here so we can put out 2 new bad guy cards, because that's what we like to do in this game. Lots of bad guy cards all the time, slowly hitting us, and then we're going to fill this in. We're going to have to shuffle the townspeople soon. I think I've been recruiting them a little bit faster because having like some of these cards in play does help. We go to next round, we draw 4 cards, which is exactly enough to not have the flood advance, so we're still fine on flood advancements. We're doing fine over here, doing fine. We have all these. We're going to get our 2 white people over here. We're going to get our cowrie. Let's move these over here. Our cowrie, and then our provisions. Then we're going to get our cowrie and provisions over here. We're going to get our white and yellow over here. We're going to get our brick and cowrie over here. And then lastly, we have our any color, which again could be black, but I don't think I can deal with the black anyway. So I might just take the blue to be able to deal with her. That would be at least like someone I can deal with. Because the black one's going to be a bit tougher, and plus I have the brick to keep them at bay. So I don't know if I care quite as much. The tricky part is what we do next. So, as usual, let's start with a free recruit to get that in play. So we can always get that. And then let's deal with her off the bat. So we're going to spend 2 provisions along with the yellow, yellow, and blue. And that's going to take her out of the picture. And we can go ahead and get our 2 conch shells, our cowries, and our wood. Okay, that's going to be her gone. That's all good stuff. Now that means we can afford to have a bunch of people here, even if we, so here's the thing, we're about to reveal this now, watch, we're going to do it right now. I'm going to reveal that, that's going to be 3, can I afford to reveal that? Am I making a horrible mistake? I might be. Oh no, it's going to cause the flood to advance, so give me a second. So we're going to put these here, because we are, as soon as we do that, the flood will advance, so we want to try to play our cards first. So let's play our white over here, let's play a, she's an interesting one, she's a good one to slot. She is a good one to slot, but I don't know if I want to right now. She's even a good one to burn. You know what? I'm going to burn her for 3 provisions. You'll see why, because I can turn those 3 provisions into more people. Okay, so I slot that one, I burn that one. I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to try to build another building this round. I have the resources once I'm done with that. So that means I do want to keep this in play. I do want to keep... No, we need the black person in play. Okay, we're going to keep this person in play, and we're going to discard this. So we're going to get rid of the wood over here, and then she's going to go away. Okay, so here's what's happening now. So now what's happening is we're keeping her because we're going to slot her underneath. Right about now, we could go ahead and resolve this. So we're going to... Nope. Let's buy some more cards. We're going to spend 2 provisions to buy these 2 cards to put into the deck. Again, making sure we have a nice, healthy deck. And then from there, we will now resolve this card over here. We're going to finally spend those resources to be able to resolve this, which will give us more provisions we don't need. Those and those. But then more importantly, it's going to kill 2 people, which is going to cause the flood to advance. So this is going to go away. The flood's advancing, which means we need to shuffle up our deck and draw 2 cards. But I'm okay with this because we're going to be putting out a building the same turn. So next turn we're going to have 6 barbarians in play, 5 barbarians in play. Next turn, no, 6. We're going to have 6 barbarians in play next turn, which is exactly the amount you need to not die. I might be pushing things a bit too close here, but let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Maybe I can even build 2 buildings this round. That's possible too, by the way. That is possible. It really is possible. I might be able to build 2 buildings this round, which will set us up for a nice solid next turn and next steps. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and put this here, and we'll discard the 2 people that the canal building killed. And we're going to go ahead and now build a building. So we're going to build this 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 1. That's going to build this building, and it's going to go over here where we're going to get ourselves a black over there. We're going to put these into the discard. We're going to put this over here, this over here. So we got all that, and that is going to unlock this, which means we can read 41. 41, more story text. Let's see what we got. I don't know if that's a new one. It might be a new one from last game. The flooding continues to displace whole villages. A father and his 2 sons, a hunter and a farmer, arrived in camp today. The father will be a great asset to the camp, and the 2 sons bring honor to their family. They are eager to help where they can and bring news of a rise in raiders. This news is concerning. File the constructed hut card, find card 60 and place it face up into your exhausted pile. So we have card 60 over here, which is going to go face up into our exhausted pile. Let's see what it is. It is a person. He looks bloodied and bruised. And he'll give us some meat over there. He'll give us a wild person. He'll give us 2 bricks. So we are getting slightly better people, it looks like. Someone gives us 2 bricks. That's a good resource card. I like that. Now, whether or not we get it in the future, it'll shuffle all back in. But right now, we have access to it theoretically. Okay, so we've done that. Interesting. This lets us draw a card, which I don't know if I care for. But anyways, past that, we still have to... We want to slot this here because we want to get that extra reward over there. So now we have more people coming in as well, which is going to help us because we have that guy over there who's going to need some baddies to deal with. But past that, can we go ahead and build another building? We can definitely build the one that gives us more provisions, and honestly, more provisions is generally good. But so is flexibility with worker types. Because we're going to have a bunch of workers coming in, we need to take things out fast. Fast. Being able to treat whites as blues would help us right about now, because we definitely have very few... I don't love it. What building do we build? Treating whites as blues? I guess so. We've always had low blue availability, and those cards are going to play. We're going to treat whites as blues. So what we're going to do is going to go ahead and pay in 4 cowries over here to get our hands on a white person over here. We're going to use that white person along with a brick and 3 wood. So a brick and 3 wood in order to be able to get an extra income of a cowrie over here. We're going to pop this down here, which will give us a red, but also now we can treat whites as blues and vice versa as we go through it. And I think that's all we can realistically do right now. We can't do any more killings, and the bad guys are going to attack us right now. So we are going to withhold 1 attack with that brick. We're going to withhold the next one with these 2, and then the last one we just have to take. We just can't do anything about it, and so we are going to be done with the attacks, and now we're going to spawn 3 baddies, which is really, really bad because it means the entire row except for the first card is baddie filled. Now the upside is it means this turn we're going to try to kill 4 baddies. Okay, we're going to see what we can do, but we are going to try to kill 4 baddies this turn. Did I advance the flood? I don't know. Am I ahead on flood advancement? I want to say I'm not. I want to say the flood should have advanced as soon as I built that card. I'm not certain though. So I could be wrong there. That's one of those things we'll see in the playback. Either I'm a full flood advancement ahead, or I'm not. But either way, we're going to go ahead and continue this process. We have to shuffle these cards up over here, because, you know, just we're out of cards there. We are slowly burning through all the townsfolk. Our deck is getting bigger as we go, but I feel like I feel like I should not have advanced the flood. I feel like I'm a full cycle ahead. But I'm not certain I'm a full cycle ahead. So we're going to have to figure that out. But either way, let's go ahead and reveal this card. We got our old man back. Old man, come back to us. Come back to us. We're going to recruit you right away. A little premature, but I want the old man back. We're going to go ahead and reveal 4 cards here. So we got 4 cards. We have our income coming like through, nice and tons of income, tons of stuff coming, but also 3 bad guys a turn coming. We have to kind of immediately kill this as fast as possible and start getting even more buildings. I'm saying this like strategically, like I know I'm doing. I've lost every time I've played here, so ignore what I'm saying. But past that, we do have to go ahead and put this back here. We have to get our income, so we're going to get 2 white people over here. We're going to get a cowrie and a provisions, but now we also get another cowrie because of these purple buildings. So we got to keep those separate. We got a cowrie and a provisions over here. Then we have a white, a yellow, and a black. Okay, white, yellow, and black coming into our pool of people. And then we have a brick and a cowrie. I think that's our income pool. So we got fewer resources than I want right now. We did burn through a lot last turn, but we still have enough to build at least 1 more building, which means we already have enough to start getting that cycle in play. If we could actually, we have to kill. Okay, so here's the thing that's not negotiable. We must, without a choice, kill 3 bandits this turn, or we lose. So let's start with that. So we're going to go ahead and pay these 3 offhand to kill this first one, because I think that's reasonable. Are we in trouble? We're in trouble. You know what? We're going to need to, jeez. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, let's do this and figure out what we can do. Okay. We'll kill the first one because we have to. We'll pay our provisions. We're going to dump these into our pile of people, and we'll get a cowrie as well as a card draw. What's the card draw? It's a red person. Perfect. I love that. Okay, that does help me because then we're going to immediately get the red person, which gives us this. And then because we can treat blues like reds, we can kill the next person right offhand over here using another provisions. So we kill the next person. Whoops. Next person's killed. And then we get 2 cowries and a wood. So we're getting our resources back. But we do need to make sure to stay on top of this because we need to kill a third or we still lose. So to that end, I could go ahead and generate, let's generate 2 whites over here because whites can be treated like blues. That gives us flexibility. So I'm going to kill 2 whites. Oh my gosh. And then from there, we always have this option here right now. So we do have a little bit more flexibility than usual. But I still want to figure this out. So we already have, if we do a yellow, black, black, I don't know if it's good enough. I think yellow, black, black is the way to go here. So here's what's going to happen. Okay, ready? So what we're going to do is we're going to do a yellow. We're going to trade this in over here for a black. And then we're going to trade this yellow plus a provisions. That one doesn't take up a spot. So I don't know why I'm taking provisions from there, plus the provisions. And then we're going to trade that in for a black as well. So we now have that. We also need 2 provisions though, so we're going to go ahead and pay in these to get the 2 provisions, and now we've killed this next person. So now we're not dying. So we are good on the not dying part. We're still not quite winning though. So we need to also build the buildings because we have to stay ahead of these bad guys. We can't just stay like in tandem with them. So in order to do that, we need to figure out how we can now go ahead to the next part and do this. Now, as you might notice, we don't have the resources necessary to do that. We're going to trade this in and trade that in to be able to put these in play. It's possible I can start cycling these for extra resources. Is it worth it is the question. Do I have enough to build this no matter what? And this is going to kill 3 guys. But it would give us some breathing room as far as getting that done. Or do I just wait for next round? I might just wait for next round. Because the problem is, I could discard this card to be able to go ahead and get the extra white person. But I'd still need an extra blue, which doesn't help me, an extra red somewhere. And then I'd still need the 3 cowries, and I don't think I can do both. So I think we're going to prep for the fact that we're walking into next round a little better off. Can I kill someone else? Can I kill someone else? I don't think that I can. It would be great if I can, but I don't think that I can. But at least I could not die from any of them. Although, you know what? Maybe we'll just take the hit. It's not the worst if they take the hit right now, because I need the white person, so I think we're going to let this one. So let's go and go to end of round now. We're going to prevent that person because it's an easy... You know what? Honestly, I think we're going to keep the cowries. We're going to let that guy hit our pool because I don't think it's a big enough deal. And then we're going to prevent this because we have the brick for it anyway. And then this one's the one I'm debating. Do I take the hit or do I keep the cowries? I think I'm going to take the hit, which feels like it might be a mistake, but it's... Oh, it's a blue person. Oh, that was hurtful. That was hurtful. Whatever. It's fine. It's all fine. That's where we are right now. Okay? So now we're going to go ahead and clean up. We're going to slide these all down. We again have to kill 3 people or we're not even in the game. Does this game seem hard to you? Because it seems hard to me. Okay, and the problem is this past 2 rounds, we're only able to recruit 1 person, which is slowing down our recruitment puzzle, which is also tricky. But at least we'll go ahead and draw our cards. So we're going to draw 1, 2, Again, I feel this game must be winnable because it's a game that should be winnable, right? But I'm not actually winning it yet. So we draw our 2 white people. We're going to draw our multicolor last. I wonder if I drew the multicolor one last time. I think I did draw it. Speaking of which, we'll probably need the red for the multicolor. Let's go ahead and grab a red right now. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, we can grab a red. That's all these over here. We also need another cowrie for this. Okay, and then that's that. Then we over here a cowrie and a that. Over here we draw a yellow, a white, and a black. So we have all these people here, but we're just using them to hold off the barbarians, and we're not making real progress here. Also, we have to build the canal now because we only have 3 people. So now it's not even an option. Now we just absolutely must. To that end, we're not done yet with our income. We have to take one of these and one of those. So we have lots of income, but we absolutely must take out the baddies or we die. I don't see how this is so brutally hard. It's hard. This game is hard. Okay. Well, let's do it. Let's just do it. We're going to go ahead and take out the second bandit over here. So we're going to trade in these 3. Okay, these 3 over here because that works because we can treat this as a blue plus our wrong thingy plus our provisions. That's going to kill her. Give us a cowrie and a white person. So we got our cowrie. We got a pile full of cowries at this point. We probably should actually start trading those in to make sure we can use those. So I think at this point we're going to start the process of saying that we're going to kill this. Okay, is it the right move? No, absolutely it's not the right move. Why would it possibly be the right move? This is a harder canal. This works for that. We need our 3 people over here. And if we don't kill 2 more bandits, we're done. But let's go ahead and do this right now. So we'll do that. We'll do this. We will kill 3 people, but that's not enough to make a shuffle, so we're still fine with not doing anything. So we got that done. At least this is out of the way now. So this is gone. We don't have to worry about that anymore. We can now do that as well. This just goes off to the side. And now we have to figure out how to kill the next batch of bandits, because if you thought this was difficult, it is indeed difficult. I can totally do this. Okay. So we need a blue. Here's what we got. Okay, we got this one over here. We're going to play this guy. Oh, you know what? We're just going to burn this person. I think it's useful at this point. Nope, it's not useful. We're going to play this guy to get a black. That's going to give us another black. That black's going to go over here, where we're going to trade it in for a red. And that red's going to go up here, so we can start working towards that. We're also going to place the provisions on you, so we know we pay that. And now all we need is a red. Now the problem is, all we need is a red is an easy sentence, but we do need to actually get the red, which is the harder part of the sentence. The harder part of the sentence indeed. We need another red. I could draw a card with a person, doesn't help. I don't think any of these are really helpful. I'm going to have to do it the old-fashioned way, which means I'm going to have to get my hands on a white person. I don't see how I can do this. I have to stay alive. I have to stay alive. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Ready? Because I'm not. If I could trade these in, that would be helpful, but that trading is only over here. Because basically, here's what I need to do. I can take out one card for sure. The only problem I have is I don't know if I can take out the second one. I don't know if I can take out the second card, which is the tricky part. I guess I could do... No, this one I can't do either. Okay. We're going to discard this card to get a black person. It doesn't help us, though, at all. Not in the slightest. If you're like, how does it help? The answer is it doesn't. We're going to trade in 4 cowries. I mean, this is brutal. We're going to trade 4 cowries for a white person. Okay? We're going to use that white person over here with 2 cowries to make him a provisions. We're going to trade the provisions in order to make that a blue person. That's this action. Not a blue person, a red person. And we're going to toss that person there. So at least we have accomplished this one, which means we got 2 cowries back plus a brick. And if you're like, how are you taking out the next card? The answer is, I don't know. I think we're losing again. Okay? This one does go away. So we have that down. But I don't think we're able to take down another one. I can get my hands on a blue person, but a blue person doth not a solution make. If I can build a building, I can't build a building. We need more white people. I think I've lost. Again. I am having trouble with this puzzle. I'm not seeing how to do it right about now. You know what we're going to do? We're going to we're just going to play out desperation. So what we're going to do is we're going to burn this person here to get the extra blue person and the wood, hoping for the best here. Okay. Then we're going to put this in my discard pile to get a cowrie and a provisions. And then we're going to go ahead and burn this person, who I already took the black, but I'm going to burn it to draw an extra card. So that's going to do is that's going to make me draw a card. But in order to do that, I need to shuffle up my discard. Before we do that, let's buy this card. So I need to shuffle up my discard over here. This is where, again, I'm pretty sure I'm losing here. Pretty sure I'm losing. I don't see a way around it. These trades are brutal. They're brutal. They're brutal. I'm going to draw a card and see what we get. This is going to make or break our ability to survive and thrive and do what we need to stay alive. Staying alive, staying alive. We got a yellow person. I can actually work with that. I can work with that. So we're going to draw a yellow person. We're going to discard this because I need the cards in this point. Now, I'm not saying we're staying alive. I'm saying we may have bought ourselves a leeway for one more round. Oh, this advances. Okay, so we use our yellow person. We need 2 provisions. We can use a yellow and a black up here. That would help us. Okay, but then we need another yellow to be able to do things. Now, the upside is I can treat... I think I can do this. So I can treat a blue as a white, which means I can use this combined with this to trade in for a yellow. So we'll do that over there. Okay, so again, we are still alive. Then I'm going to trade in these 4 cowries for the provisions necessary to take out the next one. So that means it's going to be the 2 provisions we need here. So this person is now officially gone. And we are going to draw a card, which is lovely, which is going to give us a red person. We're going to give ourselves the red person, and it's also going to give us a cowrie. Okay, so we did kill this guy, which means we are at least alive. So we are making progress to a degree. To a degree. I am not able to build a new build in this round, unfortunately. Maybe next round. Maybe next round. I don't see how this game... Who's winning this game? Who? I'm looking on the forums after this. I'm looking on the forums. I'm checking to see if I'm doing anything wrong. Who is winning this game and what am I doing wrong? Anyways, let's continue. So, end of round. We're going to go ahead and deny this person's attack because we can. The other 2, I'm going to deny this person's attack because I think I need my deck at this point. And that one, we're just going to have to let them hit us because we don't have any options. The old man died. You know what? Honestly, at this point, I don't even care. I don't even care. We're going to go ahead and set up the next round, which means we're going to put out the 1 card we can buy. We're going to slide these 3 along because, you know, we have to because rules. And then we're going to shuffle up the barbarian deck and put out 3 new ones because, you know, we have to because rules. Now, at the very least, if I can take care of the food problem, maybe that'll help us. I don't know. We'll find out. I feel like I'm doing something wrong, but I also think I'm not doing something wrong. I'm going to put out 3 new cards over here. Okay. Oh, look, our excellent barbarian who likes to be hit hard is right back. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and draw 4 cards. If you're thinking, Alex, you don't look optimistic, I do not look optimistic. I think I'm about to get hit again, and I'm hitting that same mood at the end. Like the last scenario, when we got to the end of the video, I was kind of like, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done. But I want to do this. I want to do this. What am I missing? Like, I think I'm a decent player. And I'm not getting this. I'm not getting... Then again, I remember Friday. When I first played Friday, like the Robinson Crusoe little filler game, I couldn't figure out for the life of me. And then later, as time went on, I was able to figure it out. But I don't know the difference. I don't know what it is you're supposed to be doing when you have 3 bandits attacking around. I just don't know what you're supposed to be doing. I don't know how that works. Anyways, let's go back to here. So, we have this puzzle over here. We got our peoples. Oh, we have to take income. Let's take income. That would be a big deal if my ability to win here definitely goes down if I don't take income. So we have a cowrie, 2 cowries, and a provisions. Okay, we have down here a cowrie and a provisions. We have over here a yellow, a white, and a black. That's a nice little pool of people. Down here we have a brick and a provisions. That might have been a mistake, by the way, because I'm overloaded with brick this game, and the rest I need. And then we need our wild person. And given the fact that we are low on red and we want to take out some baddies in front of us, we're going to take a red person. And we'll figure it out from there. We're just going to figure it out. So, what are we doing here? We're going to start with a killing of this person here. We're going to start with a recruitment of that. We're going to kill that guy, take a provisions, and that guy's dead. He's going to give us a white and a cowrie. So good, we've done our first kill. Our first kill is a nice clean kill. Things are looking good. Let's kill 3 more, by the way, because if I can't, we have 3 cards left in our deck, which means if I can't also do this and kill those, we are in trouble. Now, I could, by the way, I could start dealing with that to a degree, but I don't know if I can deal with it enough. So, yeah, I think we're gonna not even be able to do that, unfortunately. Well, it is what it is. If we kill the next person, This person's going to let us draw a card from the top of the deck. So let's try to kill that person. No, we have to. We have to kill this or we lose. We have to kill that. You know what? We're going to go try to kill it. At least we'll advance the event over here. You know what? We're just going to do that. We're just going to do that and we're not going to worry about the rest. Is it going to kill 2 people from our deck? Absolutely it is. Do we care at this point? No, we don't. We're going to pop those 2 and that one. We do need a black person. We'll discard this card to get ourselves a black person. Pop that into play. And we're going to resolve this effect right now. Why right now? Because at least I'm making progress in the story in some way, shape, or form. Card 34 and 2 cards on the top of the deck go away. Okay, so we're going to read story card 34. At least we're like seeing the content that this game has to offer. 34. Not all people can come and assist in this grand work. Defeating the floods will be a boon to us all, but life carries on in the small things as well as the large. Nearby villages do what they can to help, but they still must farm, forage, fight, and thrive. So it is with great pride in our people and the deepest of honor that I accepted a gift today from a family from the nearby mountains. They see what we are doing and how it benefits us all. They are grateful for the work, but they cannot see how grateful I am to them. Find card 37 for future games and gain 2 provisions. So at least we got 2 provisions for the game that we're losing. But find card 37 and file it away. 37 is going to be over here. We got another canal for the future. We're going to pop that down there. Okay, so we're doing fine, and by fine I mean we are losing the game. At this point, if I can just... No, I can't. I'd have to kill 2... So I think we're making better progress than last time. But I think in order to win right now, I'd have to kill 2 more bandits, which is doable. But I'd also have to do that, which that's the part that's tricky. But let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can get to kill 2 more bandits, because if I can kill 2 more bandits, I think we can work with the rest of it. I might actually even honestly win. Let's try this, okay? We're going to build this card for this. We're going to try to win. We're going to see if we can actually win. Maybe I can. Maybe I'm just being a pessimist. I am definitely a pessimist, by the way. When things look bad, I'm definitely a pessimist. But past that, we're going to try to do what we can. So, right about now, I could also do the stake, which would be tricky. But the stake would give me a person over there. So we need to take out a bunch of baddies. If I have a red person, then I could do stuff. I need to take out 2 baddies. 2, not 1, 2. And that guy's going to kill 2. So if I burn this card, I can get to 2 peoples. Okay, so let's do that. Let's burn that people to get 2 peoples, because I think every person counts. We might come down to the last round, so I just need to make sure I have 4 cards left. Okay. So to that end, let's go ahead and throw this onto you, that onto you, so I can ignore the 2 of you. And I'm going to take out this person right now, which is going to give me a card straight into my hand. So I'm going to give up these 3 people, plus 2 provisions, plus 3 provisions, because we have to kill this person here. Okay, so she's dead again, and she immediately gives me a card directly into my hand. Okay, so we've made some progress here. I'm going to burn that card, I think. I'm going to burn this card to get a person of my choice. Is that enough to do what we need? No, not yet. I may have to kill another one to get another person, and I still don't have enough provisions. So right now, provisions is my main limiting factor, although I can start trading these in for cowries. So let's see what we can do. If I trade this person in, if I burn this person, that is, I can go ahead and get a person of my choice, which I guess would be... I don't know what to do. Okay, we need at least 4 cards, right? We have 4 there. So I need a person of my choice. Do I even have... This is the real question. Do I even have wheat? Let me see. I'm going to cheat in here. See? I don't even have wheat. I don't even have wheat. I can't possibly win. I cannot possibly win right now. I cannot possibly win. I could possibly win. It's just very unlikely. So let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. So, I have a person. I need to take a person. So I need to take a person. I'm going to take the blue one. Let's say. The blue one could help. Great. Because I can treat that like that. And then if I burn this person, but I don't want to burn this person because I want to get the possibility of winning. So we have to go for the possibility above all else. So we're going to take a cowrie and see what happens. Does that help us? Perhaps, perhaps not. Also, yeah, he's putting it there. Okay. The other person gave us 2 brick, which I didn't take. Okay. Or at least I don't think I took. And now we can trade them in for cowries, which is helpful. Because then we can take her down, which is also going to give us a person. So we need 2 provisions. So this is going to be our 4 provisions over here. 4 cowries equals 2 provisions to be able to attack her, which is helpful. Oh, we're drawing 4 cards this round. We're drawing 4 cards this round. It's over. It's so over. It's so over. I think with that we lose. I don't think there's a way around it. You know what? Here's what we're going to do. we're going to burn this person instead. We're going to trade this for the cowrie. So because we got a cowrie out of that, so we're going to trade that in instead. Then we're going to burn this person to give us 2 bricks and a wild person. 2 bricks and a wild person. We're going to take a blue, because why not? We'll toss the blue down here. We'll attack that person. We'll win. So we're good there. We're totally good. We're totally good. And by totally good, I mean we're dying. We are dying horribly. We're going to grab a white one, and we have that over there. So now we have this is the board setup, and we still need to deal with a 4th person. Why? Because rules. Rules are annoying, but we have to do it. So right now, if we trade in a build, interesting. So we can get that one. We have all these extra resources. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pay this, this, and this to build this and pop it down over there, which gives us a yellow. Okay, so we now made progress on that. We have done that. We have another build, which means if we make it to next round, we are better set up, and we have our yellow. Now the problem is I need 2 whites, so I can trade all these in and all these in, and I still can't get enough, which means at this point we unfortunately lose. I don't see a way around it. Now I'm curious, this is what I'm curious about. If I had built this here, I'd get this. Is this a grain? No, because if it was a grain, then we could possibly have done that in hindsight. Okay, cool. We have lost, which means we are going to go ahead and read the next defeat card. I hate this game so much. I mean, I like it. I'm compelled. I want to win. The next defeat card is we lose from barbarians again. We're not losing for the flood. We're staying ahead of the flood just fine. We're going to read 38. Okay. Heavily Tushani, what can I say but I have tried? I am weary to my bones. More people come to work every month, the barbarians grow just as quickly. I am constantly at war with these rebels, and all the time I must sacrifice workers and resources simply to be able to continue. And after all this, all the blood and sacrifice and sweat, I still fall short. That's how I feel. I still cannot stop this flood. It may as well be a flood of men, for I cannot stop them either. What am I to do? What would you say to me, my darling? That I put too much of myself? That if I wish to succeed, I need to better use the people whom I have around me? Ah, yes. Perhaps you are right. Maybe I need to focus less on what I can do and more on how I can combine the skills of others to work better together. It could be that 2 men working as one might make up for the loss of a third, and should we face more barbarians, it may be that a cord of 3 is not so easily broken. File the revealed defeat card, that's you, in the box under history. Find card 52 in the story deck and file it under other setup cards. Let's see what 52 is. Let's see how useful it is, because I need the help. For future games, place the Fortuity card, that's this bad boy over here, this guy over here, alongside the board. It has an ongoing ability that provides you with 1 additional provision during each harvest. So there, great, awesome. Additionally, you may choose to file this Fortuity card in the box in history to gain 1 worker of each color. Doing so will remove the Fortuity card and its ongoing ability for the rest of the campaign, which again, I want the provision as an ongoing basis. So we now have extra provisions, which means we can recruit even faster, which means we can do even more, which means we will still lose. What am I missing? I'm going to the forums, I'm checking this out. In the meantime, that has been your second play of Legacy of You. This is going to be a long game, because we can lose, for the record, we can lose another 4 times before the game's even over. Basically, you have to get, I think, how many wins do you have to have? You have to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wins. 7 wins or 7 losses, whichever happens first. But it's definitely looking like the losses are going to happen first. But at least we'll get our 12 by 12 plays out of this, because I'm pretty sure 7 wins, if we lose 5 times, then we're good on the 7 wins. Or if we win 5 times, then we're good on the 7 losses. Plus, I played it 1 extra time, so really it's already fine. I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board & Co. We'll be back with more Legacy of You playthroughs at some point. I don't know how many weeks I'm going to be doing this, but I'm going to keep doing this because I want to do this. We'll see what happens. In any case, until next time, I hope you have a good one.